Dodge Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. 2 physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, 2 alphas, 2 guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throw now.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. And the Canes have pushed it inside the 20. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Steps away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Fires to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. You can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Yeah, nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the 1st down.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Singleton. They are on the move down to 2, and they pick up another first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Now the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns. He'll take the deep shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? And the Hurricanes will hustle to the line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot. He lets one fly deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Hurricane! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Going up top on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Miami. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Georgia Tech, 0.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Going downfield for the big play. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. What a tremendous catch, dare I say, in the vein of the playmaker in Hurricane lore.
So many elite playmakers in my...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Miami 28, Georgia Tech 0.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They
get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. And the Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, looking to scramble. He'll throw one to his right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. The Canes in the hurry-up.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw...
Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Number 11.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 7 over Michigan State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. They didn't give him much on the return, but they were in prime scoring position at the 22.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
Speeding down the left side. The 30, the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going up top. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Slips through the line. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. Off the RPO, complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. From the gun, the ground game. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And they tacked on the extra point. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line.
Georgia Tech, 14.
Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
The sure hands, it's Singleton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Hands it off. He's there to make the stop.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking for a huge play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the 1st down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
To the air on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off the spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads it left. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback.
Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he added the extra point.
Miami, 63, Georgia Tech, 14.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
When receivers are running slant routes against man coverage, sometimes you get open using speed, but sometimes it's pure physicality. This receiver does a great job using his hands, and then he's able to fight his way to the inside. At the end of the day, he just wanted that football more.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He's got it down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
On second down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Singleton. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards away in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? A run for the quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the ball comes out close to the goal line. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
God, it was so positive, and you did such a good job scrambling and making a play, but finish it. Finish that play understanding I got some positive yards. Let's get down. Let's take care of the football.
He's going for a big play downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He's going to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
Touchdown, Miami.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
14.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Here's trouble, balls out in the end zone. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Is this Christmas? Is this the gift-giving season? An absolute gift in the end zone, and the defense takes advantage, recovering the fumble for the touchdown.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Coming after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TF out.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do, build the lead.
Going for it all. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Miami.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they did tack on. No problem. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive.
Number 15, set to kick off.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the returner is stopped.
Yellow Jackets will take over. First and 10.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Handoff to the single running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This will likely be the last play of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Snares it outside. It's Singleton. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the 5th oldest venue in college football, Bobby Dodd Stadium.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. On the move from inside his 5. Crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Makes the quick grab. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Still running at the 40. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll throw it on first down. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop. Quickly
complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
That 1st down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by them.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few 1st downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
You've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack punt.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dial up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with that massive interception.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Canes have moved it inside the 20. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, Dave.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is a guy that, listen, we're in the 2nd half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Wants to bring it back. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David. He wants to go deep. And that ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll go to the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Can we get the trainers over to the coach right now? I mean, he's got his punt team out there, and it's not fourth down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Darnold. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And the Yellow Jackets will keep this drive going.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll give it to him again. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
84, Georgia Tech, 14.
Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
He's got his man. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
And the Canes want to move quickly. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Gets open down the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. These two guys just on the same wave, looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he wants it all. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Takes the easy completion. And he'll be run out of bounds behind.
Complete.
Scrimmage, not a very productive play there. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. They'll try the run. At the 35, he's got room. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Tackle is made after the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play.